Khalil Mack had a legendary day against the Raiders. So let's go back and see exactly how he did that. And while I pull up this film, make sure to like the video and subscribe. If you do enjoy the content, helps me out so much. But now let's bolt the fuck up and get into the film room. So everybody talks about the 6 sacks that Khalil Mack had, but he also had 7 run stops. Here he is in run support right now, being unblocked off this right side. This guard is pulling from the left side with the fullback. The guard is trying to pick up Khalil Mack. Boom, initiate contact. Do not surrender any yardage right here. Khalil Mack then releases, gets that arm out, put it on the running back. He ends up securing the tackle right here, which is a lot tougher to do than it looks like. But also, if he wasn't able to secure the tackle, look at who is right there, ready, pushing away the tight end, and then not allowing the fullback to pick you up, coming downfield, getting ready to secure the tackle if Khalil Mack cannot bring him down, but he is able to with one freaking arm. Tuipulotu also there from the other side of the field. This is good run defense. First sack of the day for Khalil Mack, and it's because of Tuipulotu, where you could see him right here on the outside shoulder of the tackle, and then Khalil Mack way outside wide. Both of these guys are going to be rushing on the same side. Tuli taking the guard, pushing him into the tackle, and then Khalil Mack waiting for that stunt move. Boom. You go back towards the inside, frees up all of that space because Tuipulotu did exactly what his assignment was supposed to be on that play, giving Khalil Mack his first sack of 6 in this game. The Chargers defense may have gotten away with one right here. Check this out. Play action pass, Aidan O'Connell. He wants to throw this one to Davante Adams deep over the middle. Michael Davis is following him over the middle of the field, and this ball is just way behind Davante Adams. The reason why Davante was so wide open, as you can see right here, is because if I take this back for you, Asante Samuel Jr., this is his zone right here, this side of the field. He doesn't just pass off this receiver to Dean Marlowe because either he doesn't trust him or it's just not what he is coached to do. Either way, it leaves this entire side of the field wide open. I mean, maybe Raheem Lane is supposed to be coming up and get a lot more depth right here, but he has to stay focused to the running back. It's tough to know exactly what the assignment is for both Asante and Raheem Lane here because I'm not in that defensive room. But all I can tell you right here is if you look at it from this angle, you can really see that Davante Adams was wide open. This ball is thrown like basically into the head of Michael Davis. This could have been a really big gain for the Raiders. Every time I watch the Chargers defense, I am impressed with Tuipulotu. Check him out again. This is another stunt move. I'm taking the guard, running him into the center. He's taking away these 2 offensive linemen. Morgan Fox is the man who's now coming around on this little stunt move. Tuli gets his arm up. This ball is just kind of out of the hands of Aidan O'Connell. Everyone's kind of looking around like what just happened because he literally just like dropped to the ball. But also check out Chris Rumph on this far left side. You can see this amazing boom. And then you just chop the arms down, you dip, boom, get right into the face of the quarterback. Aidan O'Connell is going to have nightmares about Khalil Mack and this Chargers pass rush. And also, if I take it back to this angle, you can see if he actually did throw this ball, boom, right there, he's trying to throw it. Look at Kenneth Murray on the break right here. I'm just letting you know, if he got that ball off, Kenneth Murray is probably picking that thing off and boom, going all the way down the field, probably returning this thing for a touchdown. Now let's look at Khalil Mack again, this far right side, and you can see how wide he is against this tackle. Tackle actually has a pretty good get off. Let's look at that again. Boom. He's really quick with it, but Khalil Mack just takes him on, drives him all the way back into Aidan O'Connell's back, and that ball is out because he pushed the offensive tackle into the quarterback. Chargers end up getting on that. That's Austin Johnson. This is just grown man strength by Khalil Mack. One arm, and then boom, you just drive him all the way back into the quarterback, and that ball is out. This is absurd strength, man. Khalil Mack had an amazing performance. He played about as well as an edge player possibly could in the NFL. Oh my gosh, look at this move, man. Sebastian Joseph Day right here working on the right tackle of the Raiders. He's just gonna whoop, swipe him away, get into the backfield, and then he's gonna miss the tackle, but Dean Marlowe is there for the cleanup tackle. That is a tackle for loss for the Chargers defense. Let me take this back so you can see Dean Marlowe actually impressed me a little bit in this game. You can see he comes down the field really fast. This receiver, he's supposed to be blocking Deane Marlowe. You can see he gets down the field so fast that all he can do is just touch him in the behind and he's just already in that gap, ready to get the tackle for loss. It's just good run defense by the Chargers, man. And Dean Marlowe, he looked pretty good in this game. Now let's look at Khalil Mack again from this really wide 9 rushing spot, working on the right tackle this time. You can see he's going to go downfield, go towards the outside with this big step, plant that one, and then you're going to get that right arm, trying to push it into the chest. We're trying to long arm that tackle because one arm is longer than 2, and we're just going to lean into him with that arm. You can see the tackle does actually a pretty good job right here of anchoring himself. But Khalil Mack, he is so freaking resilient that he's not going to give up on this play. He's going to keep going inch forward, get that arm out there, doesn't quite get it, and then second effort, boom, he gets that ball, gets the sack. That is a ball sack on Aidan O'Connell. Really good effort by Khalil Mack. And check it out in real time because you can see how freaking good of an effort he has on this play. This is a veteran. This is a guy who's over 30 in the NFL. It's pretty rare that you see a guy playing with such high effort and such a high motor that Khalil Mack was playing in this game. Now the Chargers are going to bring pressure on this play. 2 linebackers, Kenneth Murray and Deion Henley, coming in on this blitz. Check out Kenneth Murray blowing up. Boom! Khalil Mack. He doesn't just get the sack on this play because Kenneth Murray got the pressure, but check this out. He's working outside on this tackle again. Boom, we dip, get past him. We're working way on the outside. He could easily be rushed outside and be out of this play, but look at that, plants that foot, gets back, the inside leverage, and then he gets his way towards the quarterback. He easily could have been pushed out along the way back side of the pocket, but he worked his way back inside. You can see from this angle, Khalil Mack, top of the screen, get back into the play, and then run right into the quarterback, get the sack on that play. Really good awareness by Khalil Mack, and also Kenneth Murray blowing up the running back. I love to see that. What I don't love to see is Khalil Mack way out here in the slot lined up against a receiver. I mean, what are we doing right here? Thankfully, the Raiders run this ball towards Khalil Mack, so he just gets away from the receiver. He seals this edge off against the fullback. Jacob Johnson doesn't allow any space, and Eric Kendricks reads this really well. Also, I want to play it from this angle so I can shout out this man right here. He's just going to take on the center, drive him all the way back, disrupt the run, and then Eric Kendricks, as you can see, is reading this really well and reacting to it really well. He is so quick in diagnosing where the running back is going to be, and he gets the tackle right there in the backfield. Scott Matlock right here, Eric Kendricks right here, Khalil Mack right there, and Asante Samuel Jr. there for emotional support. Good play by everyone on this Chargers defense. Now this one's kind of funny. This is Nick Williams, big number 95 again. He's just going to bull rush this guard. Sebastian Joseph Day coming on the stunt move, going all the way towards this gap, and then the tackle tries to basically take him out WWE style, doesn't get him. But then Khalil Mack coming out of nowhere gets the cleanup sack because Sebastian Joseph Day was so relentless in his pursuit. But check out what Khalil Mack was doing earlier on in this play. He's on this really wide 9 rushing again, touches the running back on his way out. I think he was supposed to chip him on that route or something. He's probably coached to do that. Kenneth Murray running in that way as well. But then the left tackle says, okay, Khalil Mack's probably in man coverage. Let me just turn my head back this way. Sees Sebastian Joseph Day coming freely. And if he doesn't chip him on this play right here, Sebastian Joseph Day is getting the sack. Instead, Khalil Mack coming out of nowhere with the RKO sack. This is just good pass rush by the Chargers. Check out Tuipulotu in run defense right here, man. The Raiders are running hurry up. Chargers still trying to figure out what's going on. You can see hand motions all over. The crackback block by the receiver, Jakobi Meyers, just works right past it, gets past the tackle on this play because he's so freaking fast, and then gets that arm out as he's being pushed out of the play with this cutback, is able to trip up Josh Jacobs, and then Jasir Taylor right there as well, because Jasir Taylor is working pretty well on this play too. You can see him right here. He's going to evade the block by Davante Adams, just cut back inside, and he's too fast for him. Both Tuipulotu and Jasir Taylor, really good run defense, and then Tuli doing his little celebration right there. I love to see that, and look at Khalil Mack getting in on that too. Same kind of thing here with Tuipulotu. He's lined up way outside. This is going to be a running play to this side. Jakobi Meyers trying to get that crackback block on Tuli. You can see he commits towards the inside, notices he feels this wide receiver trying to crackback block on him. So if feels it out, spins off of him, and starts running towards where this play is developing. Does a really nice job of just not allowing any hole on this play for the running back to go through. This is great run defense and great awareness by Tuipulotu, who's a rookie. Khalil Mack improvising this pass rush right here. Jacob Johnson, the fullback, going to be lined up as a tight end, trying to chip Khalil Mack as he's working on outside, goes back towards the inside, but then notices, oh, this lineman is leaning all of his body weight towards the inside. He's totally committing to that inside rush. So I'm just going to plant, go back towards the outside, swipe away that right arm so he can't get an arm on. The ref allows me, he doesn't allow him, but Khalil Mack getting the sack on a beautiful improvised rush. You can't tell me he was planning this all along. No way. He felt that out. We're bringing pressure again. Linebacker blitz. Kenneth Murray this time looking like an absolute dog before this play even begins. He's just going to rush right between the guard and tackle, take on the running back again, smack him, and take him all the way back into the quarterback's lap. You can see he's hit by the freaking running back, and Chris Rumph on his relentless pursuit almost gets the sack on this play. It's a terrible throw because of the pressure. Check out Chris Rumph now taking on the tight end, throwing him away, and then taking on the tackle and still getting a pressure and getting a QB hit on this play, man. This is great pass rush. This is awesome. This Raiders right tackle, again, he's going to do a good job of anchoring late in this pass rush by Khalil Mack. Still pushes him back a bit, but this step right here, he anchors himself. Right step again, anchors himself again, and look, boom. He's just kind of pitching him up, and he's not allowing any more ground. And then Khalil Mack jumping up, gets that finger on the ball. Tipped pass, man. Khalil Mack was a nuisance for the Raiders offense. This man was a goat on Sunday. Now here it is, the game-winning interception. This is Asante Samuel Jr. at the bottom of the screen working on Davante Adams, the best weapon that the Raiders have. So you're going to think that he's just going to have his eyes focused on him the entire time. But Asante is smart. He looks at him, notices this receiver coming across the field, so he thinks, oh my goodness, I should just run up because I know this play. This happens all the time in the NFL. They're just going to try to get a pick right here and have this guy running free because this is the man who's supposed to be guarding him. Asante comes off of his assignment, jumps the route, and gets the interception. And then look down here, Brandon Staley, you can't really see from this angle, but you see that arm going down? It looks like Asante kind of interpreted that as him saying go down. You can see he's looking right at him, but if he doesn't go down on this play, I mean, this is the next man that could possibly stop him, and Asante Samuel Jr. is faster than Aidan O'Connell. Come on now. This could have very well been a pick six at the end of the game, but still a great play by Asante Samuel Jr. looking at the best playmaker and then realizing what's happening, coming up and jumping this route, picking the ball off, and almost getting an interception touchdown, man. I'm telling you, he could have done it. Khalil Mack, man, he is a straight up dog. I know a lot of you guys were disrespecting him, and I'm sure none of you guys are going to disrespect him after that game. Also, Maxx Crosby, check this video out, man. I did a film breakdown on him. He's a freaking dog, too. He was annihilating the Chargers offensive line this past game.